Today in the garage, we're recording live at AutoTech Detroit, and our guest today is Stephanie May, Director of the Women Automotive Network. Women Automotive Network is an incredible 40,000 member strong organization of international members across the world. And they produce incredible programs for networking, mentorship, and helping both women and also companies in general be successful. It's a really interesting conversation, and I hope you'll really enjoy. Let's go. Welcome to the garage. I'm John Heinlein, Chief Marketing Officer with Sonatus. We're recording live at AutoTech Detroit, and that's the background noise you may hear during the episode. Our guest today is Stephanie May, Director of the Women Automotive Network. Stephanie, welcome to the garage.
Thank you. It's amazing to be here.
We've been talking for more than a year now, I think, and we had a chance to meet this again last night at the AutoTech Awards. I was so inspired by so many of the stories you shared that I really wanted to have you on the podcast. So let's start by introducing you personally and your background.
Yep.
Tell us about you.
Stephanie May, Women Automotive Network. I actually have a background of history and sociology. That was my passion all throughout my youth and my university degree. Then I fell into events and I haven't looked back really. I actually used to work for the Informa team with their LTE and 5G series. I've come full circle now. I've done auto events, IT, and now I feel like I found my home with the Women Automotive Network. I love my job. It's my passion. It's my people. It's my community.
That's great. We'll get to that next. You got to tell us a fun fact about you to get to know you first.
So I absolutely love Vietnam and Vietnamese food. I went and studied and taught English there after uni.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I love.
That's a twofer fun fact.
Yeah, love
That's
Vietnamese
a good
food.
one. So I also love Vietnamese food. My wife traveled to Vietnam years ago. I've not yet made it. I'm very disappointed. I'm hoping I'll get to go. But I love Vietnamese food as well. There's some in the Bay Area. We have amazing Vietnamese food.
This.
In fact, I mean, really dozens and dozens of unbelievable places. So, and what's your favorite?
Pho.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I know it's traditional.
The soup is great. I'm also a big fan of bún, which is sort of a noodle salad with meat, and that's also very good. But you can never miss.
This.
You can never go wrong with a good pho.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the Women Automotive Network and explain to us what the goals of the organization are and what's your role.
Yeah, so we've been around since 2019. We are a global community now of 40,000 individuals.
40,000. That's great.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of zeros on there. And it's an amazing growth in just 6 years. And it literally is a global community, over 100 countries. And we work with those individuals on their own career journeys. And then we work with corporate companies to attract new talent, retain their current talent, which is probably the biggest thing that we do. And then obviously provide those amazing personal and business networking opportunities at all the events that we do.
That's fantastic. So for those of our listeners who may be less familiar with the automotive industry, what's the percentage of women in automotive today?
So globally, it's still only approximately 20%. And if you break that down further into the specifics, it's about 13% in engineering.
That's not very much.
No, it's incredible. And I think to build upon that, it's not just kind of attracting that talent, it's keeping it. So we did a recent poll with our community and 49% still considered leaving.
49% considered leaving automotive.
Yep.
And what are some factors that are causing that?
I think it's like we've been discussing for a while now, you can't be what you can't see, that whole kind of role model side of things, no aspirations, still being the only woman in the room, it's lonely, especially the higher up the ladder that you get. You've got to be really, really resilient and enjoy your job. And then obviously be supported. We exist because there are unique challenges, whether it be from whatever minority group that we want to support, motherhood, traditional care bearing, menopause, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on a number of different organizations that are looking to help build a broader, diverse pool of talents. You have so many amazing, talented women that data shows that they tend to fall away from science and engineering in general. And you mentioned a minute ago, you can't be what you can't see. I mean, a lot of the statistics say that if you're going into a career when everyone you see there is different than you, it's not going to make you as comfortable to engage.
Yeah. And I think also to build upon that, people are also seeing those senior leaders. They're not seeing the right work-life balance, and they're thinking, I don't even want to get there. I'm quite happy at the director level because even when I do make it to the top, that's not what I want. And I think especially with the younger generation coming in, they know what they want. They want that work-life balance.
I think it's such an interesting problem you're trying to solve, because I look at it purely from a perspective as there's such amazing talent out there, and how do we make sure more of that talent wants to work in our industry? It's a great industry, technology is a great industry, and how do we make sure people feel like that could be a place for them?
I mean, I wish I had the answer. It's $1 million question, because we all drive a car. It's the future. It's just absolutely everywhere. You can't get rid of it. And I still don't understand why people don't want to join it. And especially automotive at the minute, every single year, there's a new technology, there's a new development. It's not even automotive, it's mobility. What is the future going to look like? It's incredible.
Yeah, this the automotive industry is really having a resurgence. There's a lot of interest in not only in this area, but across the world in automotive as a new destination for technology. We're seeing software-defined vehicles making cars more exciting, bringing more technologies in. And we're going to need lots of smart engineers, and not only engineers, but just smart participants in general.
Yeah, 100%.
What are some of the things that the Women Automotive Network does, kind of some of the events and some of the things you do?
Okay, so we have a huge social media presence, like you said, to kind of that daily motivation, daily blogs, news articles to kind of just keep talking about what's happening, both in the automotive world, but also with these individuals. We run a mentorship program twice a year. So this is cross-country, cross-job function, really, really personal, connecting those with who need it. And then the big thing, which obviously we still love, is our events. So we've done Germany since 2019. It's our second year collaborating with AutoTech for our Detroit event. And we are super excited for our New Mexico event in December.
New Mexico?
Yeah.
That's great.
No, not New Mexico, as in like Mexico City, New Mexico event.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
In where's it being held?
Mexico City.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mexico is a huge automotive development area.
So we are a global community, and we just want to make sure now that we've got that footprint. So last year was Detroit, this year's Mexico, next year Asia, and then who knows? That's
fantastic. And you just mentioned mentoring, and I want to go back to that as well. I mean, I've been mentoring for years. And I've met mentees that are men, I've met mentees that are women, but it's so important to have someone to help guide your career path. And I think lowering the barrier to people finding a mentor and having experienced leaders that they can meet with, I think is so valuable.
Exactly. And I would ask you, did you enjoy the experience?
Oh, of course I did. Absolutely. Yeah. And I always encourage other people to mentor in the same way. One of the best ways to learn is to teach. Mm-hmm. And I found that everyone wins when you collaborate and you build the next generation.
That's what we find. The mentors, they get so much out of it that they want to come back. Have you ever done reverse mentoring?
Tell me, what is that? Tell me.
So kind of the other way around. So you being the senior person and you having a mentor that's a younger generation or a new...
It's interesting. I think I see what you're saying. And I was going to make a similar point that when I've been a mentor in the past, it's helped me to realize challenges or issues or questions or things that I didn't know that I didn't know. Right? Yeah. And so I learned new things. I learned, I didn't realize that was a problem for you, or I didn't realize that you were perceiving this situation in that way. And it helped me to learn how to do my job differently and be better at what I'm doing as part of the process. I think that's kind of reverse mentoring effectively.
Exactly, yeah. Unofficially, obviously, when you mentor, you're still on that learning journey. But sometimes we help senior leaders and we connect them with the younger generation on a more official platform. But yeah, mentoring is always a two-way growth opportunity, I think.
And so first thing, shameless plug for your Mexico event. When is that happening? Do you happen to know?
Can I actually say? It's 2nd of December.
Yes.
And we are not just excited about the margaritas, obviously, but the seniority and the buzz, and obviously I think like the passion and the hunger down there. So CEO of BMW, CMO of Daimler Truck, from the top down, everyone is engaged. And that's really what you need, because that's where real change happens, when the leadership understands why the whole organization needs to be involved in the conversation.
That's great.
Yeah.
So it's December 2nd in Mexico City, is it?
Yep.
Mexico City's phenomenal. I was just in Mexico City a few weeks ago.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Phenomenal city. Okay. Very vibrant city. If people want to learn more about your organization, how do they find out more?
WomenAutomotiveNetwork.com, or again on LinkedIn, Women Automotive Network.
It's so wonderful to see you. I'm glad we ran into you yesterday at the awards, and I'm so glad we could help raise awareness of this important work you're doing. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you. And when we do APAC, we'll have to talk about you being in Vietnam, maybe.
That would be great. Maybe it'll be an excuse to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you like what you're seeing on this episode, please like and subscribe to see more like it, both from AutoTech and also from our home studio. We look forward to seeing you again in another episode of The Garage very soon.